Hey guys, what's up? So today, well, it's actually really cold here. Snowy day. But I'm here today to talk to you guys about some new games I'm playing. Just thought I would talk about this. I don't know, didn't really have anything else planned, so I thought I'd do this. So I was getting kind of bored with games, right? And because I have Battlefront, I have Destiny. I haven't played in a while. What else do I have? Advanced Warfare, still fun. Black Ops 3. I didn't get Rainbow Six. The Division isn't out yet, but I've had a ton of these multiplayer games, and I guess I was looking for, something else. I thought it'd be fun to get a different game. So I wasn't really sure what to pick up, but I eventually got Far Cry 4, and that game is from 2014. No, 2015. It's from last year, I think. I'm not quite sure exactly when it came out, but it's not this year. This year is Far Cry Primal, which I could have waited for. It didn't really excite me as much. I like the first person like shooter aspect. Shooter, being the term there. But I just kind of wanted to talk about how I think taking a step back from the multiplayer can be good once in a while, at least for me. You guys may not have the same experience as I do, but so I have been playing multiplayer games for a while now. I'm primarily a multiplayer person. Though as I say that, I'm not sure if that's true, because the first major single player games I played were back on the PS2. Some like the old Star Wars games, like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the one where we were only in tanks. Um, but then after that, I was playing Call of Duty, Killzone. What else? I don't really know. Battlefront. As in the new one, that's multiplayer. Battlefield 2. But a lot of these multiplayer games, and I just hadn't played any really single player exclusive games for years now. I didn't get Skyrim when it came out. I don't know, super young grade, so my parents didn't want me to. I've played it though, a couple years after that, and I still have it. It's okay. Uh, I don't know, just didn't really catch my eye. It might have been because when I played it, um, I played it actually a while after the game had came out when I first played it. Because after it came out and I didn't get it, I just kind of lost interest in it after a while. And so I played it, and I don't know if it was maybe the graphics that just kind of turned me off, or I don't know, some of the mechanics, like the sneaking in that game. It looks like you're like squatting to like take a dump in the woods. It doesn't. It's dated. You can do that, and some of just the animations like that. They were like kill cams, but I don't know. I just never really got into it for those reasons, and I don't know really why else. So then I ended up just getting back on the multiplayer streak for a while. Then it comes to today, or not today, like 5 days ago, when I really just wanted something new because I figured there's really no new games coming out that I'm gonna get. The Division, I'm careful to put my money in that because it seems a lot like Destiny, where I really don't like grinding. Just not my thing, doing the same thing over and over again, which I'll talk about kind of later in the game, later in the this video. But it's not really my thing. That like competitive loot driven, gotta keep going, and especially with I've watched some other YouTubers' videos on their thoughts on the beta, and they were saying that it's best to play it with other people, sort of like Destiny. And none of my friends are gonna get it, so you know I'm not gonna just grind alone. I tried that with Destiny for the first couple months, and it was bad playing that game alone. Eventually, my friend got it, and it was more fun. But I'm not trying that again. And then Rainbow Six Siege came out. I don't know why I still think that's relevant, but not relevant. But I think that's like a recent release when it's, I guess, like 3 or 4 months now. Same as like Black Ops 3. But I didn't end up getting that. And what else is coming out? Far Cry Primal. Uh, just didn't see. It seemed like kind of like a cash grab to me. I mean, what are they really? They're not even making that many new assets. The spear, yes. The bow and arrow, no. What are you doing? Like throwing some like bombs, like a bee bomb, right? Yeah, the new animal assets, but they're not. They don't have to make like fortresses or a bunch of new guns, which gives me hope because I hope that they're kind of using this to fuel and fund hopefully the Far Cry 5. game, which would have, because a lot of the guns from Far Cry 4 just copy and pasted in Far Cry 3, which isn't. I'm not ashamed of. That's not me, but I'm not necessarily irritated or angry because I didn't play Far Cry 3. So coming straight into Far Cry 4 doesn't bother me at all. But I hope that Far Cry 5 is then a huge step up. So I ended up getting Far Cry 4. I'd wanted to get it when it came out. I didn't, so I finally got it. I just kind of went to the store to check out what stuff they had, and they had a copy for like $20, and I turned in like Call of Duty Ghosts and Killzone Shadowfall. This game's like $3 off. They give you like no money back at GameStop. But I like going into the physical store, so I got myself a copy, and I've been playing it, and it's been super fun. At kind of the same time as that's happening now, my friend Ethan, he's on the podcast that we do with me. He also, through means, he's getting a bunch of old, like not old games, but like single player games mostly. And he's been playing Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and he's having fun with that. And I do think that it's nice once in a while to go back to a nice not low stress, but I guess it kind of is low stress single player game where you can kind of like let yourself fall into the story, but more so feel like you're there. Well, I don't know, but for me at least, I'll elaborate. The thing that I think gets repetitive for a long time for multiplayer games is that the lack of an angle of attack that you can choose. So, for example, for me, the way I like to play games is the biggest variety in a game to me is maps and weapons. Game modes do not bother me that much. In Battlefield, like I only play Conquest and Rush. I don't play like anything else. And in Front, I only play like heroes versus villains, and some of the big ones, but the big ones are all pretty much the same. It's different objectives. But in a game such as, well, like Battlefront, for example, there's really not many ways that you can go at a situation because they're all of your weapons are laser guns, and they do varying damage and rate of fire, but they don't, I guess, like feel unique. They all feel like a laser gun because they don't have reload animations. The recoil really isn't that different. And the gadgets you have are balanced. Everything in that game is balanced to make it very casual, so there's not going to be like high risk reward weapons like, or gadgets to like C4 in Battlefield. Battlefield is a little bit better, I think, at this because it lets you, there's vehicles, and because the maps are much larger, you can come at a situation with sniping, C4 explosives. But the problem with that is because you're facing against, what do you call them, like live targets, other players, they have to balance the sniping for it. So you can't just one-shot kill anyone with like the heaviest sniper in the game. You actually have to get a headshot. Or for C4, like the players aren't just going to patrol the area waiting for you to pull something on them. And again, Call of Duty is kind of the same way, except it's even more straightforward where you're always in like a head-on approach. And yeah, they have snipers, but there's really never that long of a sight line in Call of Duty game. I just think that I was kind of, I like hiding out, and like kind of sneaking around, like performing like the stealthy stuff before, like blowing everything up. I love C4 and Battlefield. It's very, very fun. And in Far Cry, I was discovering that you can do this stuff. Unlike Skyrim, which I think is one of the big reasons I didn't like Skyrim here, is that there's no modern technology. Like, yes, you have fire from like your magic. You can have bow and arrows, but you can't like snipe from very long ranges. You can really you pretty much go head on like every time. Yes, you can sneak, but you really can't. There's not much of a variety of options that you can do, and that's what I enjoy about Far Cry is because it has the modern technology. You can wingsuit in from above, use your gyrocopter to come in from above. What else can you do, man? There is C4, but instead of being able to hold like 3, because multiplayer balanced, well, I suppose you can hold the 6 for the recon class if you choose the Spec Ops upgrade on Battlefield 4. I'm talking about, but You can hold like 6 or even I think it's 8 for the final upgrade for C4 and like mines, and it's fun because the characters aren't um like live. They're not other people. You can just walk up to them. You can do this stuff, and they like if you're behind them, they don't suspect a thing. Because they just walk in their coordinated paths. If you don't know, familiar with Far Cry, probably should have said this earlier, but it's a free roaming game based in a location similar to modern day Nepal, where you are working as a rebel. You're working with rebels to overthrow a like tyrannical dictator king person. And it's a free roaming game. There's tons of guns, lots of gadgets, and there's like these outposts that you have to go and like liberate. So you just kill all the enemies in them and then move on to the next one. You can replay them for more fun, I guess. They're pretty fun, but that's what I'm talking about. So with these outposts, because the people will stay in the outposts, you can sneak in, plant some C4, then like go super far away, pull out your sniper, start shooting. Then once they notice you, blow the C4, and it lets you blow the C4 like in the order that which you place it down. So if you place down like 1, 2, 3, it'll blow up, with 1, 2, 3 clicks, which is fun. It's fun that you can do stuff like that, or they'll have animals around. You can like throw bait, and an animal will come in, like a bear or something. It's just fun because if there's all the different things you can do, or you can sneak in, be silent with like a bow and arrow and the knife takedowns. It's fun because you can't do that sort of stuff in a normal multiplayer game because it has to be balanced to be fair. And it's nice to be, I guess, not overpowered, but it's just nice to have like a variety of stuff that's very effective. And you can play co-op too, which is also fun. I just was pretty much made this video for the intention of saying that if you stopped, kind of getting into like this like multiplayer constant, competitive win drive, and you wanted something else that's just fun, I think the Far Cry 4 or 3 was very highly rated too. I never played it, but or Syndicate. My Ethan, I have it on good authority that game is fun. Or even an old game like Pirates. I was about to call it Pirates of the Caribbean. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. That game's super fun. You're pretty much like a pirate. It's not even like an Assassin's Creed game, but it's got like all the free running mechanics, and you can like command a boat and like shoot cannons and stuff. Just fun to play a nice free roaming game. I'm sure I'll go back to the multiplayer games when the Battlefront DLC comes out. Though I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get that now. Adding new maps in, I'm not sure if it can really change anything for me. They're bigger maps, so for example, adding new Call of Duty maps in really isn't that big of a difference because it's more of the gun variety in Call of Duty, because you can't explore the maps. The maps are just lanes. Like I was playing Advanced Warfare the other day, and I found myself in this weird like state of mind, like looking at the maps and trying to think, like, because you always think of it like, oh, this is a Call of Duty map, it's a battlefield. But I was looking, I was like, what am I even playing in? Like, there's a table there. Like, what is this? It was just weird to think of it's an actual map. And I think that for a game like Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefield, they're both made by DICE, where they're more like terrain-based maps, bigger, where you can actually kind of like explore and go around in them. You have to fight through the map. It matters more, but in Battlefront, because of a lot of the guns feel the same, and the gadgets have to be balanced, to be fair, which I'm not going against them having to be fair, but it just kind of is nice to just get away from that once in a while. And I think that I'm pretty much going to have to be waiting on multiplayer until, I don't know, what comes out this fall? There's going to be a new Battlefield 5 title, or a new Battlefield, which I believe is like Battlefield 5 or whatever big game they're going to do. Would likely be another modern shooter, Call of Duty, I'm actually kind of excited for what they're gonna do. A lot of people were making videos, and there was the strong opinion of why are we still having all this like EXO advanced movement and stuff, and that, truth be told, that really didn't bother me too much. But now I'm kind of feeling that the modern day is kind of nice, and I think Infinity Ward is going to have to pull something super safe. Titanfall 2, I hope that game is on PlayStation 2. Not PS2, but PlayStation 4 is also on PlayStation, because that game, it looked fun. I mean, I wasn't going to get an Xbox One for it, but Yeah. And then, of course, the new Elder Scrolls game, but that's single player and that won't come out for a while. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of sick. Have a little bit of a cold. That's about all I had. I think you guys want to check out my other videos, and I think I'll see you guys next time. That's all I had. Yeah, check out some free roaming games. See you guys next time.